The end of SEC Media Days doesn't just mean the microphones are off. It means the countdown has truly begun. The echoes of bold predictions, confident declarations, and hopeful ambition now give way to what matters most, the grind of the 2025 college football season. And out of the noise, one program has risen to the top of the mountain before a single snap has been played. Texas. Yes, Texas. Not Alabama. Not Georgia. Not LSU. But the newcomers, the invaders from the West, the Longhorns. The 2025 SEC preseason media poll has delivered a clear message. The media believes in burnt orange. They believe in Steve Sarkisian. And they believe in Arch Manning. 96 first-place votes. That's not a whisper. That's a declaration. In just their second year in the most dominant conference in college football, Texas has gone from fresh blood to favorite. And that tells you everything about how quickly the tides are shifting in the SEC. Arch Manning. The name alone carries weight. Legacy. Pressure. Expectation. And now, he's stepping into the spotlight, not as a backup, not as a future hope, but as the leader of a championship-caliber squad. The eyes of Texas, quite literally, are upon him. This is the season Arch Manning begins to write his own story, not just as the nephew of Eli and Peyton, not just as a five-star recruit, but as the face of a program that has been searching for this moment for years. And what a time to ascend. The SEC is as brutal, as competitive, as unforgiving as ever. And yet, the conference media, the beat writers, the insiders, the experts, have looked at this gauntlet and said, Texas can run through it. That says a lot, especially when you consider who they're up against. Georgia, the reigning powerhouse, the program with the most wins in recent memory. The team that handed Texas heartbreak in the 2024 SEC championship game, a 22-19 overtime thriller that could have gone either way. Kirby Smart and the Bulldogs are not going away quietly. They pulled in 44 first-place votes, and for good reason. Georgia reloads, never rebuilds. They are the standard, the machine, the gold bar of the conference. But right now, they're behind Texas, and not far behind are the usual suspects. Alabama, LSU. Nick Saban may be gone, but Alabama's mystique is not. With 29 first-place votes, the Crimson Tide are still seen as a major threat, a dangerous giant capable of waking up and taking over at any moment. Brian Kelly's LSU isn't far behind either, with 20 first-place votes and a roster brimming with talent. LSU has speed, swagger, a defense that bites, and a fan base hungry to return to the pinnacle. But beyond the top four, that's where the sex-true chaos lives. South Carolina, Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, Florida, Tennessee, Ole Miss, Auburn. 11 teams in total received at least one first-place vote. That's not a conference. That's a war zone. That's the SEC in 2025. No mercy. No guarantees. Every week is a test. Every game is a brawl. And yet, through all of that, Texas was picked to rise. This is more than a preseason poll. This is a recognition of transformation. Texas is no longer the program that stumbled through the Big 12. They're no longer a punchline. They're no longer back, only in slogan. They are contenders, real ones, with a coach in Steve Sarkisian who has crafted a playbook that balances innovation with discipline. With a staff that recruits like lions. With a roster that looks like it was sculpted by five-star artisans. And with Arch Manning, the golden boy with the golden arm, stepping onto the grandest stage of his life. There will be doubters. Always are. Some will say the SEC grind is too steep. That Texas hasn't proven it yet. That one close loss to Georgia last year doesn't make you elite. But Texas doesn't need to talk anymore. They've got the votes. Now they need the wins. The path is brutal. At Alabama. Home against Georgia. A trap game at Mississippi State. Rivalry week with Oklahoma. It's all there. But champions aren't forged in ease. They're forged in fire. And this Texas team, they've been burning to prove something. This is about more than football. This is about belonging. Texas joined the SEC to compete. To be tested. To measure themselves against the best. And in year 2, they're being handed the biggest test of all. Win it. No excuses. No delays. Now, the road will be filled with roaring crowds, punishing defenses, and fourth quarters that feel like lifetimes. But they're not running from it. They're running toward it. Because this is what the SEC demands. And Texas, finally, looks ready to answer. Welcome to 2025. Let the fight begin.